talk, I don't need. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their...
Is my mic working? Sounds like it is.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
What's up there, bud?
This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers.
I'm feeling good. I got the day off, so I'm just chilling.
kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here.
I said I got the day off, so I'm just chilling.
MetLife Stadium.
You said Florida? Yeah, I'm jealous of that.
Throwing Jones. And his first look is incomplete.
That's what
Not
you're
jealous
going
of
to
you
need to do
picking the
against those
Giants,
big
though.
receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers escaping the.
Dude, how did
it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Dude, how did he move
and
like
a
that?
big turnover there as his guys
I thought for
will
sure
get the
I was.
football back.
Well, I know how. I mean, I know how, but I'm saying I didn't think he would be able to make that move at all. I was like,
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to
being in Florida, what made you a Giants
After an
fan?
incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
From New
They'll
York?
roll him out right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now
Yeah,
gets a
I'm
connection.
from Texas,
Maybe
but my
that'll
dad's a
get it going.
Packers fan, so I grew up watching them.
But there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern,
Texas?
you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Grew up watching them with my dad.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
My dad started watching the Packers. They had a tight end he really liked,
get him down.
so he wanted to study him, and then he just really enjoyed watching the whole team. So that's how he became a Packers fan. And then I grew up watching them with him.
5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up the 3rd and 2 more.
I think that was before my day.
They'll try to run forward with Barkley.
Not that name ain't ringing a bell. I think that was before my day.
Yardage to the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise.
I said I think that was before my day.
Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
That name ain't ringing a bell.
Afternoon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Jones eluding the pressure right. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets
I forget Jones
10.
can run. I don't even watch the Giants.
First down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that.
I said I forget Jones can run.
Big time hit.
On first down, Barkley. And he's brought down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll run with Penny. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Penny. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
They just ain't nice in real life.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
I just didn't think you would have had a shot to pick that off. I thought that was a safe dump pass. So
the Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Jones. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. He's to the... And now look at this. this. Big game and a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I was about to be mad there.
His face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo.
Didn't even have a
Carter.
second there.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They've been denied touchdowns. Here comes 3rd and goal. Rodgers now to throw.
Nobody open.
That's
Damn.
intercepted.
Forced that too.
Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I thought I could thread a needle there.
Back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Flushed out right. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Man, I hate sacks more than just about anything. I hate sacks more than just about anything. I had some good momentum on that drive.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Not in a good spot right now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Supposed to have a guy in the zone right there. I don't know where he was.
And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point.
I was supposed to have a guy in the zone right there. I don't know where he was.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's a big play there for Green Bay.
I got to get in the end zone here.
Exactly 50
My defense ain't
yards
doing
on
the
that
job
last
right
play
now.
as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Left quite a bit more time on there than I wanted to. But in this game, I got to take a score where I can get it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
That's what I needed.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers going to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try now for Crosby.
And that lag like a
he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
I don't play online a lot, so I'm not used to that lag on the kick.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I didn't realize you were only 3 for 9 passing.
Ready for quarter number 3.
I said I didn't realize you were only 3 for 9 passing. So your running game is doing all the work.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 4. On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Dang.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And down inside the 15 he goes. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Rodgers will throw for it.
He stopped his route.
Should have been.
If he kept running this route, he had a hole right in the middle of those 2 guys.
As a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Saquon Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but
I was getting scared there, though.
And the Packers D comes up
Last
with
thing
a
I
big
want
stop.
with my horrible kicking right now is for it to come down to a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because
you got your timeouts.
Away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Giants have used the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do
Here's
next.
the game.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Oh, come on. I barely put any power on that.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the top. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
And he's going to have the first down. What a play to start the drive, already out past the 30.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
All right, good game, man.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took